What is going on YouTube? So don't mind the fro, don't mind the beard looking crazy and full and whatnot. Ooh, I would like this though. I do like the full look. I ain't gonna lie. But your boy's getting a haircut tomorrow anyway, alright? Tomorrow's Friday, so we're gonna handle that. But nonetheless, y'all, today, we're gonna be outside with our athletic workout. It's gonna be agility focused. I'll probably have some sprints in towards the end because I'm trying to get my mechanics, my timing, my cadence and everything back. So being the one good thing about being out on the grass, it forces you to have to be able to stop, decelerate, and then be able to really push off in the grass. So I'm down for that. Get this knee right. And it's crazy because my knee is starting to feel better movement wise, but this meniscus is taking forever for it to just go ahead and fully heal. So I didn't realize exactly how long it would take for it to heal. The doctor told me like 6 months or so. I mean, I'm starting to get a little more knee flexion. Also, I'm starting to bend it a little bit better. Still need some time with it, but yeah, that's going to come with all the things that I need to do, like mobility wise, strength wise, because it's more to it than just building up the muscle. It's the intricacy. Damn, I probably can't even pronounce that. I can't pronounce it today. But y'all know what I'm talking about, of the knee, right? So being able to extend, to be able to bend, extend, extension, flexion, that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, yes, it is important to build the quad and hamstring and the calf muscles, everything surrounding the knee back up. But yeah, anyway, so let's go ahead, let's head outside. You're going to see the full warm-up all the way to the workout and then after the workout. All right, so let's get to it. Yeah. All right, y'all, so we made it outside. So like I said, it's gonna be all about agility today. So I'm gonna throw in a little bit of change of direction movement. So there's gonna be some hurdles. What I should probably do is grab the box out of my car and do some plyometrics off the box, some agility stuff off the box, like some dev drop, skater jumps type. Lateral skater type stuff. But that's fine. The sun is high right now. It's probably about like 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish right now. So if the quality sometimes from the camera to the sunlight ratio is off, don't blame me, blame the sky. But anyway, so I'm gonna take y'all through this warm up. So let's get it started. Right now. Let's get these power shuffles. Really push off that out. All right. So everything that you're seeing me do is everything that your warm up, your dynamic warm up, and your dynamic movements, however you want to call it, whatever. I'm out of breath and my brain is racing right now. So your dynamic movement should mimic what you're going to be doing in your workout. So if you're doing change of direction, shuffling, whatever it is, work laterally. Work across your foot and ankle. Warm those up. Warm up the hamstrings, warm up the hips. Your hips are the most important thing. Without these hips, you can't get them up, you can't move them, you can't push, you can't do nothing. So warm up the hips, foot and ankle, get your spine involved, get your thoracic, all of the stuff that you need. Hamstrings, glutes, quads, the whole lower limb before anything, right? So like I said, if you have side to side movements, change the speed, lateral direction, work laterally, right? If you have anything that's linear, which is forward and back, work forward and back. So A skips, Frankenstein walks, walking RDLs, knee drive on the way up, all this stuff. So straight bounds, lateral bounds, whatever it is, all right? Keep that in mind. Make sure your warm-ups are matching what you have set and planned for your workout. All right, so instead of walking all the way back to the car and grabbing the plyo box and dragging it out here and dragging it back, not doing all that. So good thing is we're near a playground, right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna step off. We're gonna treat this as a box. So we're gonna step off of it, right? So y'all see me do depth drops before, land off one, land on two. Y'all see me come here, jump off one, land on one, right? Y'all see me do all that stuff. So what we're gonna do here is, since we got some lateral movement to get through, we're gonna land on one. So this is gonna be a progressive movement here, okay? So we got 3 things we're gonna do, all right? 2 of each. So I'm here, step off, stick the landing. When you stick this landing, bend at that knee, bend at the hip, chest is like over the toe. So you're here almost like you're running, right? Like I'm sprinting. So you wanna land here, okay? And then come back. Boom, stick it, come up. You're gonna go 4 each leg. 4 each leg. Stick, pop it back up. All right, keep that core tight at all times. So you're gonna hear me take a deep breath and then go. I'm letting all the air out, bracing the core. And then pop it back up. Just wanna pause it and then come up. Woo. All right. All right, just that simple. Stick that landing, control it, control your space, stick it, pause, then come back up, all right? You got 2 rounds of those. Like I said, 2 rounds of everything, 4 each leg, all right? Let's work. All right, so check it out. One thing I kind of skipped out on, we gotta do the same thing laterally because we're going lateral, right? So we're gonna get up here, move back some. All right, so we're gonna get up here, right? So again, pretend this is a box. You're gonna skate her off, boom. Stick that landing, come up. All right, same thing, 4 each side. All right, so here, boom. Stick, come up. Luckily, my knee's feeling pretty good today. And again, I warmed up properly. Not saying that I don't, but you know. Ooh, stick it, Trev. There we go. All right. So now we're gonna flip and do the same thing. All right. All right, same thing, coming off. Ooh. All right, there we go. Here. Ooh. All right. Keep in mind, going laterally is MCL. All right. I mean, not MCL, meniscus. So there we go. Boom. First 2 reps were a little shaky. 3rd one was the best one. 4th one was pretty decent too. So we got another set. All right. Now we get into some of the meat and potatoes here. All right. So we're gonna step off and we're gonna go into a skater and we're gonna stick that landing. All right. So I'm coming off on this leg. Boom.
stick it, pop up, all right? Again, 4 each way, so that's 1. Woo, stick it. There we go. All right. All right, here we go. Step off, hit that skater, quick. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna slide over a little bit so I can stay in the frame for y'all. So I'm here, step off this leg, stick, pop up. Get one more. See if I can get a big push off here. Big push, that's what you want. All right, there we go. All right, so you wanna know how bad my allergies are about to kick my ass? Watch this shit. Watch this shit here. All this cutting grass shit, I'ma die. Dust is coming up this way and shit, I'm cooked. I'm cooked later, I'm done. Catch me in bed for the next 3 days. Woo. All right, now we get the reaction component. So this is the progress from it, right? Single leg def drop, lateral single leg def drop, lateral def drop into lateral skater, right? Now we're gonna add the reaction. So now we're gonna step off, bounce out, come back, all right? So we're here. So look. All right, so quick pop, right? I'm telling you, my allergies, done for. All right, bounce back, think quick. All right, think quick. All right, so now we switch legs. So now we're here. Quick pop, drop, 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 all right, drop, quick, quick, all right. All right, 2 rounds, four each side, 2 rounds. You already know the drill. All right, so we got a couple hurdles out. So what we're gonna do is do some shifting, right? So we're gonna be able to swivel the hips, get over the hurdle. So this is some easy change of direction drills. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start off with 1, and then I'm gonna add 2, and then we'll get into again another skater series on these. Okay? So let's go ahead, let's get to it. Again, we're gonna go about 2 rounds here. You want to make sure that you're giving your effort. I'm going 2 rounds only because of time, but typically it would be 3. So everything would be 3 if time wasn't a factor as of right now. But we're going 2 of everything, all right? So let's start with 1. All right, so let me lower this before YouTube decide they want to try to copyright a motherfucker again. YouTube, what's going on, yo? I take the volume, my last video, I took the music out of it and I substituted with other bullshit that y'all had, and then next thing you know, I'm still getting flagged as copywritten. So I don't know what's going on. Let me bring this down a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, so crossover. So you're here, feet gonna be moving. I want you to get over, get over, get over, get over. All right, so you're going quick here. You're going quick, quick. Feet should be moving the whole time. So you're gonna get over 1, 2, 3. You're going a total of 6. All right, 2 by 6, 2 by 6. Let me turn this here. All right. Anybody still listen to Corey Guns, by the way? I know I do now. I haven't heard him for a while, But he got some fire stuff out right about now. I remember when Corey Guns was spitting them bars, dog. He had them bars. He still got bars, but his bars was hitting a little different back then versus now. Anyway, let's go. There we go. So the whole key here is to keep the hips squared. So you hear, cross, 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 cross. All right, so staying square. The only thing that should be moving is the hips. So if you had to slide, oh, cut off. Oh, cut off. Make sense? Now, obviously, it should go without saying, you start here, next set you start here. Make sense? So 2 on this side, 2 on this side, all right? So let's get it. Damn, that last one I would nip the goddamn hurdle. All right, so now you're just gonna go continuous. You're gonna go continuous. So once I step over the hurdle here, boom, 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 boom. It's continuous now. Now I'm not stopping, pedaling, going over, stopping, pedaling, going over, stop, pedaling. It's continuous. Boom, 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 boom. All right, make sense? Yeah, I'm about to find out. So if it didn't make sense, just pay attention. So I'm here. Just continuous flipping of the hips. Stay low. And then stop. Make sense? So once both feet tap, cross it back over. All right, so we're gonna get into a little bit of a skater series here. So we're gonna hop and go over. So regular skater, I'm pretty sure you've seen me do this before. We're gonna start on the outside of the hurdle. So you're here, hop, push, hop. Make sense? So I might make this a little wider actually, so that way I'm not damn near almost kicking the hurdle. But yeah, so you're here, starting your skater, hop, and stick. All right, that's the first progression. All right, so every time you hop over, go to the next side, that's 4. So it's basically 2 each way. So hop, skate, hop over, skate, hop over, skate, hop over, that's 2. All right, so let's get to it. And then after that, obviously, next set, switch sides. All right, so 4 rounds, 2 each way. Okay, so we're here. Make sense? Now let's get to work. All right, y'all, so everything that I'm doing now is just strictly sprints. It's all sprint work. So I'm timing myself. Luckily, I got someone who's going to time it for me. I'm gonna give them the nod, and then they're gonna start the timer, which is on my phone. All right. So I'm just trying to see how my speed and my stride has been looking since the last time I came out and did sprints. All right, which is about maybe like 2.5 weeks ago or so. So we're gonna time it, and then we're gonna damn bugs and God. Flies stay in my face, but we're gonna time it. All right, so we're gonna see exactly how I'm looking and how time is looking. All right, once I take off, once I start to move a little bit, just start it. Make sense? So if you see me leaning, just start it. All right, all right. Okay, set myself up in the 2-point stance. So every time if the left leg is forward, right hand is by the ear, left hand is in the holster, which is at your hip. All right, so I'm here and I'm gonna take off, okay? All right, ready? Go. I felt slow. I felt good coming out the gate. I ain't gonna lie, I felt good coming out the gate, but I felt a little slow. And I had my keys in my pocket. I don't know why I had my keys in my pocket. Why are my keys in my pocket? All right, y'all. So I don't know if y'all can see it, but I ran a 3.64 just now. So I was pretty much moving a little bit. We're gonna go again. I'm gonna go 2 more times, and then we're gonna cut it there for today. It's literally the last thing I got. So let's do it. All right, so now when you go again, we're gonna switch sides. So my left foot was forward, now my right foot is forward. Okay, so now I'm here with it, right foot is here. Now you just switch everything up. Right foot forward, left foot back, left hand at the ear, right hand in the holster, right here, right at the hip. So here, and then you can just take off, all right? Let me tighten up this wristband, tighten up my meaningful piece of jewelry right here, which keeps me going, keeps me inspired. All right, I'm over here lining up like I'm ready to hit a route run. Ready? Okay. So we're here. Ready? Go. So I just got to give the cue just in case. I know they're watching, but got to give the cue to let it be known like I'm ready to go. But that one, it started off strong, but then it kind of like, I don't know, felt a little off. I feel like I decelerated and I didn't really run through all the way. Let's see the time. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So the last one, the first one I ran was 3.64. This one, hold on, 2.61. So I'm getting faster out here now. Let me find out my starts is getting back. Let me find out I'm getting back. We'll go again. That's crazy. All right, y'all. So it's gonna be the last one. Then we get up out of here. Then I give y'all my closing remarks, my closing message, like I always try to do. So it's time. No matter which leg I want to start with, but I'm gonna go back to the left. We're gonna see, because if I'm faster pushing off my right, which is my surgical leg, that's crazy, because I'm pushing off to get out. So I'm here and I'm exploding out. So my left leg is lagging a little bit if that push off is a little slow. So we're gonna try to get it in the twos, all right? So that's what we're gonna do. So always make sure when that stride, you wanna make sure that stride is out here. So you don't wanna overstride. So you're here, then you wanna boom, boom. So that second step, you should almost be at that cone. Make sense, y'all? I'll make a video talking about sprint mechanics and how it should look and everything. All right, so I'll make a video for that. Especially sprint, talk about sprinting is hot right now too. Not that I wanna jump on a bandwagon, but I wanna bring that information from my perspective, what I see and everything when I train younger athletes versus like high school, college, well, youth athletes, middle school, high school, college, adults, things like that, all right? So let's go ahead, left foot here, right hand at the head, left hand at the holster, all right? Ready? All right. Set, go. I ain't gonna lie, that left leg felt a lot better than the first one. I will say that. I will say that. Let's take a look. All right. 2.56. 2.56. So left leg was a little better. Try to get it in focus here. All right. 2.56. All right. On this last one, pushing off my left leg. So I got it back a little bit. Let me get down here. I got it back a little bit. I appreciate you. The other one was 2.61, right? Yeah, pushing off my right. I'm talking about from my left. So pushing off my left the first time around was like 3.61. Pushing off the right, it was in the twos. All right, so pushing off this left leg this time around again, I was good to go. Because it's the lead leg when I started in the block, push off, I was good. So that first time around, it was in the 3s. This last time or the second time on this leg, it's 2.6. So from 3.61 down to 2.56, I'll take it. Your boy picking up speed. And this is not even a full like 10 yards. This is probably maybe like 5 yards, maybe if even that. So I just wanted to time it out. But this is good. I'll take it. All right, y'all. So that's everything for today. Y'all got to see the warm up. Y'all got to see the whole agility workout. And then y'all got to see me run my sprints. And I ain't gonna lie, it felt better than the first time I did it when I went outside a couple weeks ago. So with that being said, my message for y'all is give a fuck. Give a fuck. So whether you're a trainer, business person, entrepreneur, mother, father, daughter, son, auntie, uncle, grandmother, grandfather, whatever it is, give a fuck as a human being. Give a fuck about your profession. Just give a fuck about your programming as a trainer. Give a fuck, right? So one thing that I'm coming around to is we're placed here to serve, right? So some service-based industries tend to get a lot of flack. Service-based could be like you in a restaurant is frowned upon, like, oh, you doing that job, you serving people food, and that's like at the bottom of the food chain. No, it don't matter, you're still serving. And then the more and more I go to church now, because I started up that spiritual journey a couple weeks ago as well, we're brought on here to serve people, bring a smile, bring a happiness to people, not be a dick, don't be an ass, but I'm not saying that you got to take people's problems on as your own, but have some type of level of empathy, because you never know what that person's going through, right? Some of the toughest people that you know can wear the biggest smile, make everybody in the room smile, crack jokes, all of that, but they got their own shit that they dealing with too. You know what I mean? And you don't know how dark that is. So always check on your peoples. You come across a random stranger, doesn't hurt to say good morning or whatever, say hi, nod the head, say what up, and keep walking. Doesn't, just a nod or saying what up to somebody could change somebody's whole day. You know what I mean? Now kind of almost switching gears a little bit, staying on the topic, trainers, make sure your program is tailor-made to your client. Like if it's weight loss, fat loss, muscle, bodybuilding, athletic performance specifically, which is my field, athletic performance, sports performance, make sure your program is tailor-made to what that athlete needs. Not everything is a one-size-fits-all. So let's cut the BS, really do your work, do your homework, and really understand what that athlete needs, whether high school, college, pro, adult that just does sports recreationally on the weekends, whatever it is, tailor-made that program for that. Don't just give them some random thrown together program and not understand what you're putting together, and then they ain't gonna understand. Also, when you go over the plan, it's putting that buy-in into it, right? So you're gonna have the main goal, you're gonna show them the picture, but also show them the steps to get to that. Create the buy-in. Like, okay, you wanna lose 60 pounds. Okay, you wanna get faster. Okay, you wanna jump higher. All right, so these are the steps that we're gonna take. And this is what I need from you. This is what you're gonna get from me. And these are the people that I've helped. The whole shebang, whatever it is. Obviously show the facts. Show the facts. Don't just make up some BS. Sell it a little bit, but bring the facts. And that's how you create the buy-in. You get what I'm saying? Set the standard, and then they'll follow. So with that being said, y'all, that's the whole workout. This is the whole video. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it. And if you have someone next to you with their phone open, I don't suggest going through it, but go to my YouTube page, hit the subscribe button for them. Let's get my channel to 500 likes. I'm trying to get to 500. I'm trying to get to 500, and then go from there with another 500, then another 500. All right. So right now I'm about like at 170 something, maybe 180 something subscribers. Let's keep this going, y'all. All right. So let's go ahead. Have a wonderful day. It's Thursday here. We're going into the weekend. So by the time you see this video, it'll be Monday. So hopefully you guys had a wonderful and phenomenal weekend. And let's keep working, y'all. Peace.